There's an error in the page here, but Proposition 94,
Welcome aboard.
the overlooking of the postponement of this kingdom, is a fundamental mistake and fruitful source of error in many systems of theology. And 95. If the church is the kingdom, then the terms church and kingdom should be synonymous. And he just steps his way through this. The opinion that the church is the predicted kingdom of the Christ was of latter origin than the first or second century. And he goes through the evidence, and he'll show it emerge in origin.
Man, the early church is a mixture of everything. There was millennialism all the way back there, but what did that necessarily mean? And it can be uncomfortable to discover that there are other perspectives other than the one that you have held.
And he'll show the whole history. He'll show it from Gnosticism, which was Origen's influence. Origen had a lot of Gnostic influences. And Origen was the church father that introduced a spirit kingdom view into the mainstream. And Eusebius was all about it, helped popularize it, but Augustine finally explained Revelation 20 to some satisfaction, I guess. And with his reformatting of the view, it became the dominant view among Christians. And so he goes through all that. Okay, so that's volume 1. And volume 2 would have its own. I can't flip through this. Looking around for an.
Man, this is a big book.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Let's see what page this final proposition is on.
It looked like he has some pretty cool propositions, though.
Oh, it's great, man. Just wait till we get to volume 2. So, like page 700 here or something. What's this?
How long do you think it took this man to write this book?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Get to volume 2 here. Oh, I have no idea, man. We don't know much about George N.H. Peters. He was a pastor at a Lutheran church, if I remember right, in Ohio.
Nice.
I forget where. Was it Springfield, which is not south of Akron, but well, it's just a little west of Columbus. It's where that second train derailment happened recently.
It's actually, if that's the Springfield you're talking about, it's actually about 20 minutes north of Cedarville, where I went for my undergrad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Peters is from that area. I don't quite remember though. It's hard to find. There's a little bit of information on him, but not much. I think in the introduction to the book, they give a little information about him.
I'm on Wikipedia, the very trustworthy source.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's was born in Pennsylvania, but then moved to Springfield, Ohio, the Springfield you're talking about, real close to Cedarville. And then that also makes sense because Wittenberg College is in that Springfield, Ohio, where he attended.
Okay.
Difficulty with his eyes from a gunpowder burn required him to take a break from school during his junior year, but returned and eventually graduated. Met his wife in Mansfield, Ohio, 2 sons. Awarded him an honorary Doctor of Divinity by Wittenberg College. Died at 83. I have more information maybe you needed, but there's a little background on the guy.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, he wrote
You're right,
a
though. Real
book.
short.
Yeah.
Real short. But anyways, as you were saying.
And that's probably like everything we know on him. He wrote one heck of a book, though. Yeah, really on premillennialism, Schaeffer's great, but nothing holds a candle to this particular work by George Peters. And it's absolutely amazing. It really is. I would highly recommend this book to people. Very, very much. And there's times where I disagree with them. Let's see where he gets into the history.
This is a huge book, and it would take a long time to read, but I guess if someone wanted to commit, about 10 pages a day, it'd take them less than a year.
Yeah.
Which, yes, is a very long time. This is a huge book. I'm not denoting that or anything, but I suppose if someone really wanted to commit to this, even 20 pages a day would cut that in half. But man, that is a lot.
Yeah. It's worth it.
I was just gonna say
It's
it does
really
sound
great.
worth it.
You can read through the propositions here and go to a certain area you're interested in and read about it, And it's really great. As Son of Man, David's son, Jesus, inherits David's throne and kingdom, and also the land of Palestine. See, all these are crucial points, and so many of the churches out there in the theologies just deny these doctrines. The Abrahamic and Davidic covenants don't have their true meaning in any spirit kingdom view. Anyway, somewhere along the line here, George starts to lay out the history. Look at what he's talking about here. This kingdom is also preceded by a translation of living saints.
Wow.
I don't think Peters was dispensational, though. In fact, I know he wasn't. He mentions something about it. But he understood that there was a special event to occur where living people are suddenly caught up into the air to meet the Lord, and you're just raised right then. It's crazy. And Paul talked about it. And I mentioned that Romans 8 actually refers to that. A lot of people have read that for years and think it just means resurrection in general. It's like, I'll read it again. It says,
He that raised up Christ from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwelleth in you.
It's just real interesting.